Here we go. Here we go.
I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks, trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Salute the Bucks Nation. Salute the friends and family. Salute to the channel members. Salute to the queens of the chat. Let's get it. Y'all see the title. Y'all know what we here to do. This is just a little, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you want to call it a pep rally, whatever you want to call it, just to ramp up anticipation for the post All-Star game season stretch for the Milwaukee Bucks and how things are looking good. Everyone is so optimistic. The energy right now amongst friends and families is at a fever pitch. This is the first time in a long time that we've genuinely had faith in this team, like they could do something. You know what's so crazy? Even right now, we're not even talking about Doc. That's how dope this is right now. We're not even really talking about Doc. We're just more, as we should be, just concentrating on the players on this roster and what they can do in spite of Doc. We know Doc is what it is. But with this new influx of Cam Thomas and Ousmane Dieng, damn how two players have just changed everything. Y'all seen the short I dropped and the little video I dropped as well to kind of just elaborate on that and just the feeling right now. We were so like in the just tanking and just in the pits. People don't want to watch the Bucks no more. We getting blown out by 20 points on a regular basis. To now, to be on a winning streak, and now right out of the All-Star game break on the 20th, we play the Pelicans. That is a winnable game. We really can we can really start hit the ground running after this All-Star game break and really do something. I think we're really gonna make a run, especially when Giannis comes back, when he chooses to come back. And I also think that if we're winning, I think Giannis should chill. Why come back if we're winning? There's no reason for you to come back if we're winning. If we get into a little lull, 2-3 game losing streak, then come back. But just to come back on the strength, if we're winning, it doesn't make sense, and it's not a logical or rational approach, in my opinion. This team, even without Giannis, they're dangerous with this addition of Cam and Dieng, and with Ousmane's, and I see y'all want to call him Ooze. It's like, because we got Kuz now, y'all want to call him Ooze now. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. It's just like with Dieng's like versatility and height, it's everything we've been looking for. If we can get the right rotations together and Doc can just get out of his own way, I'm gonna say this, and I'm feeling a little bit more confident. But let me just see the first 5 to 10 games post All-Star game break. I feel like this team, if things fall the right way, could get out of the first round. I think it's reasonable with the new look Bucks that we can get out of the first round. I feel that is reasonable. If we're healthy, even with Doc, I feel like we have enough talent where we could win 4 games. We could win 4 out of 7. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What's good, Bucks Nation, friends and family? How y'all feeling? What's up? The optimism is off the chain. How are y'all feeling? What do y'all think? Can we get out the first round? Like, we definitely know we're going to the playoffs. Like, that's not even a question anymore. Playoffs aren't the question. I think it's really, can we get out the first round? And can Doc put the appropriate players on the floor at the right time to maximize this team's potential? Because I do think that one of the main things, that, in my opinion, that is holding this team back is rotations and how minutes are being allocated with players. I don't think it's been done right most of this year. I think that's something that needs to be addressed. I don't think that minutes for this team are rationed out properly or to people that deserve them when they deserve them. That's just my opinion. I know if someone get paid a certain amount, they need to play a certain amount of minutes. I get that. But when is it detrimental to the team? When is it like, you know what, screw that money. Let's put the best available players on the court and let's see what happens. Like, there's a lot of people that are really on the side of AJ Green shouldn't be starting. That might be a conversation we need to have today. There's no real format today. We're going to see what happens, see what the comment section talking about, and when the panel pop in, what they talking about. But those are things that we need to discuss, y'all. Like, I really think those are key points. Like, AJ Green starting, I don't know if that's the best thing for this team with the current makeup that we have. I'm not sure if that's the best thing. I do understand the gravity he brings shooting. I get that. But with dynamic scoring, that can kind of balance that out as well. If y'all get me, that can kind of balance that out. So I would prefer that AJ Green come off the bench and then you put Dieng at the 3. That's what I would say. I think that gives us a lot more length, size, athleticism. It'll improve our defense, rebounding. I just don't see the benefit where you would have AJ Green in over Dieng. And it's not like AJ Green still can't get heavy minutes. You can still get heavy minutes off the bench, but it can be more rationed, and maybe going against the second units, he'll be able to get more in rhythm. Because honestly, I'm tired. I know what's going on, but I'm tired of seeing AJ Green playing 30 minutes and then going 2 or 4 from the field, and you playing 30 minutes. If you're gonna play that long and take only 4 shots, you didn't need to play that. You didn't need to play 30 minutes. These are just my suggestions. Just my suggestions. Y'all let me know y'all think in the comment section. But with KPJ playing well. And the other thing is too, we have to find a way to monitor KPJ's minutes. That's one of the things that I also think is hurting this team. I think the extensive amount of minutes that KPJ has been playing upon his return from injury has been one of the reasons he's been hobbled and not really been able to get back in the swing of things appropriately, because Doc Rivers is treating him like he Thibodeau. He treating him like he Thibodeau, 39, 40 minutes. I just don't know if that KPJ has the body to take up to that type of pounding over that many consistent games. He's not Tyrese Maxey. I mean, Maxey played like 40 minutes a game, which is crazy too. But I think that's something we do need to monitor, is the amount of playing time that KPJ is playing, because we definitely need him. He's one of the key cogs to this whole thing in the postseason. We need him as healthy as possible, this whole team healthy. But he's definitely one of the engines, or some of the gas in the engine that makes this thing go here. So we'll see what happens with that. And I also think Pete Nance needs at least 15 minutes a game, no matter what. Pete Nance needs a minimum of 15 minutes a game, no matter what. I don't care what nobody say. Uh, he has too high a basketball IQ, makes too many smart decisions on the basketball court for him not to get a decent amount of minutes. We're not going to even talk about him being signed. He definitely needs to be signed. 100% needs to be signed. 100%. But like, if the Bucks can do anything in the draft, I think that the free agents will be able to figure that out. I do have faith now in John Horst in acquiring free agents and random talent. My concern with Horst has always been drafting. He's pretty good at like the offbeat trades and doing things like that. But the drafting and building us for the future has been the problem. But now that we've gotten much younger, maybe they can approach the draft differently and be more aggressive in taking talent versus taking projects, because they're worried about minutes and things like that. So I'm hoping we get a decent pick and we do something with it, but also get rid of some of the fat on this team and certain players that just don't need to be here, like Gary Trent Jr., respectfully trade Bobby, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. And then we can come back with more athleticism and youth. And I think we need one more ball handler too, a facilitator maybe, and a wing. Another wing and a facilitator, I think, would really help us out a great deal. This team isn't far off. With these recent additions, this team really isn't far off from making a run, in my opinion. I really don't think we far off. We just got to play right, and we got to stick to the ball movement as well. When everybody comes back healthy, I don't want to see the ISO, the one-on-one ball. This team is at its best where everybody can function at a high level when we have extensive ball movement. Ball movement is very key for this team. We notice in every game that we play well that we always talk about ball movement. We've never talked about a good game from the Bucks when it was ISO. Ball movement has to be emphasized with this team. We have a lot of quality players, and sometimes just touching the ball can keep you involved in the game. And that's one of the things that happens. Certain players, they don't touch the ball and they just fall out of rhythm in the game. When you're constantly touching the ball, even if it's passing, it allows you to continue engagement in the game. So that's another positive from that. And we've seen this happen with this team where they'll get 30 assists in a game, 36, almost 40, 32 when they're really moving the ball. So it's not like they can't do it. They just have to focus on doing it. And the other thing that is really I want to monitor going post All-Star game break too is the rebounding, because now since we got the two new players, we've won the rebounding battle 2 games in a row. I don't know if y'all think that's just a blip on the radar. Is that something that we should look forward to? Better rebounder now with Dieng and Thomas. Like, what do you guys think? Because the rebounding has been much improved, at least for these last 2 games. At least for these last 2 games, it's been much improved. Do you think this is a sign of change? Just random? Y'all let me know in the comment section. But nonetheless, I'm definitely feeling everything we're doing right now. Like I said, just watching Giannis on the sideline and his excitement, watching the new look Bucks makes the fan base excited. That's all we wanted. We just wanted a competitive team out here. We have a generational talent. We don't want to trade him. We just didn't know what we were going to do, and we trying to still compete. But now with these additional moves, this is going to extend Giannis's career. Real talk, if they continue to excel, Jane Groves, Rollins, KPJ, they can extend Giannis's career, and it can extend us being competitive if we get the right additional, I don't want to say additional, complementary pieces. That's what we need now. We need the right complementary pieces. Those glue guys off the bench that can come and get buckets, as Mr. Cool would say, some professionals that just know their job. That's what we're missing. And more IQ, more players that are cerebral, like a Pete Nance. We need more of that on this team. That's what we're missing as well. We got some athletes, we got some things cracking, but we need to raise our overall team IQ. We definitely need to raise our overall team IQ. But we're trending up. We hit a 52-week low, and then we turned it around. Shout out to the Bucks. 52-week low, and we turned it around. So now we're like, man, we're looking past the play-in, and I think we should. I think 7th seed is not unreasonable. It's not unreasonable. The second half is definitely going to be interesting, but I think we have enough firepower now to actually compete. Because before, I didn't think we had enough bullets in the gun to really compete with some of these teams, because our bench was so just trash for so long. Now, I think with some of these moves, and if we get these rotations right, the bench can finally be a strength like we've always thought it should be, if the rotations are done appropriately by Doc Rivers. So that's really going to be key. Doc, we can't trust you on nothing else. If you can just get the rotation out there right, I think that will do wonders in this team's ability to win games. Rotations matter. We see you in the building too. Salute to friends and family. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Pickle Luke, what's good? Derek Stevenson, what's good? My boy Gibson Nicholas, a.k.a. Barack Bahamas, what's good? Daddy Commander, what's good? Appreciate you. BKC in the building. Jay Hall, what's good? Bleacher Report Boss, what's good? Moose, what's good? What up, James? Salute. That's right, bro. Tell him to smash that like button. Appreciate you, James. Greg Delaney, what's good? What up, boy, mommy? Appreciate you tapping in. Queens of the chat always representing. King Robinson, what's good? Jonathan Porter, what's good? Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Talking this Bucks talk. David Dronis, what's good? Brazilian Bronco, what's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in. Derek Stevenson in the building. My boy Ryan Love in the building. Is that EP? EP, what's good? Good to see the homie EP. Salute to the channel members. Appreciate y'all. That does help support the channel. Helps your boy pay some bills. Appreciate y'all. What up, Bleacher Report Boss? Daniel Joseph, I see you, bro. What up? Get to some of these comments. No Strays ENT, our favorite op, is in the building. Kenny Mack, I see you. What up, OKC Thunder? What you mean, here we go? Here we go what? Here we go what? The tides of change are here, my friend. That's here we go. It's a new look, Bucks. The season of change upon us. April is coming. Flowers are about to bloom. And so are the Bucks. Now, New Year start now. April 1st like it should be. Now, we starting over. Don't worry about what happened before the All-Star game. We starting over. This new look Bucks, we starting over. You should be worried now. No strays, you should be worried. I'm confident against most teams in the East with our current roster 100% healthy. You know what? Let me just poke my chest out real quick. Hold on, let me change this real quick. I am confident for the most part against any team in the East currently with the Milwaukee Bucks if we're 100% healthy. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not scared of none of y'all. Because at the very least, I know Giannis, ain't none of y'all stopping Giannis, period. Not Boston, not none of y'all. Giannis will get 40. Now he has help where your teams can't put a wall because you got to worry about Cam Thomas going crazy. You got to worry about KPJ now. You got the smooth Dieng out there. We got some talent. And Miles Turner can shoot the three. It's going to make things very interesting this back half of the season. So, OKC Thunder, buckle up. Boston, buckle up. Laughing now. Yeah, OKC Thunder will whoop y'all like the Spurs be beating on y'all. Now, we whooped y'all without Giannis. Took y'all out back, didn't we? Huh? Took OKC right off back. Knock it off. Y'all ain't like that. Y'all is really not like that. Mr. Washington, I see you. What's good? It's my boy Dale Joseph. Always come in with smoke. Don't play Bobby P more than 3. It's not that. See, this is the thing. With Bobby P has value, but you have to yank him when he's not doing right. If you see him not playing smart defense, yank him. If he's stopping ball movement, yank him. Explain to him, bro, you got to pass the ball. You can't do this. Do that. Then it's different. But Bobby is like a child. If you don't tell him he's doing something wrong, he can't figure it out by himself. He's going to keep doing it. So therefore, the coaching staff needs to sit him down. Like, I know they see it on film. I know he see it. Maybe he can't comprehend, but I know he sees it. It could just be little things that Bobby can do. Like, stop trying to run the fast break. That's not you. You're not a layup dude. Stop running the fast break. Just hold your man. Don't double. If you dribble the ball more than 3 times, pass the ball. Just simple rules to give him like a child. And if they follow those rules, everyone's safe. Everyone's safe. Just a few rules. Pickle Luke said I'm scared of the Pistons. No, the Pistons are a good team. They're a good quality team and they got good coaching. There's nothing. Hey, the Pistons are good. Like I said, I'm not scared of any team in the East. I'm not saying that there's no talent. There's definitely good teams in the East. I'm just saying I feel now that we have a product that can compete with the upper echelon of the Eastern Conference. That's what I'm saying. What up, Simeon? Hey. Yo, no strays. Why, bro? Why would you say something like that? What? Giannis and the Kill boys. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see. That was funny though. The Kill boys. This dude. Why do you even know about that? It's crazy. Hey, Kuz has been solid for the most part. I don't have no problems with Kuz. I think Ryan and KPJ should start. And then I think that Dieng should start at the 3, and we should bring Cam Thomas off the bench unless Ryan Rollins or KPJ are struggling. You got to think, even if Cam Thomas is coming off the bench, that doesn't mean he can't play 30 minutes. We need to change our mindset instead of thinking maybe he needs to start. How about we compartmentalize that and think how we could better utilize that firepower? And that type of firepower is best utilized off the bench. It'd be utilizing him like Lou Williams. When Lou Williams is scoring 20 off the bench. Jamal Crawford scoring 20 off the bench. Adrian Dantley. Just because you're not a starter doesn't mean you don't get starter minutes. But I do think to start the game, to establish our game plan and identity, that gives us the best chance. Because if you got Dieng at the 3, you got Giannis at the 4, you got Miles at the 5, you got athleticism, and we should be rebounding and dominating the boards, and we got scorers and facilitators that can score on all 3 levels with KPJ and Rollins. There's very solid defensively. I think that gives us the best chance of establishing what we want to establish in a basketball game with that specific lineup, and then come off the bench with your Cam Thomases, your AJ Greens. That's really strong. And Bobby Portis coming off the bench, that's strong, in my opinion. Y'all let me know. I think that's a strong unit to bring off the bench that should be able to hold leads or increase leads. I hope I'm not gassing too much, but I'm trying to be calm and look at this in a logical perspective. So y'all let me know. That's just how I feel right now, though. BKC said, let's go Bucks. Absolutely. No, I'm not. It's not in a disrespectful fashion. It's not like that. What I'm trying to say, EP, is sometimes you got to simplify the process. That's what we be saying at work. We tell the direct report, like, we need to simplify the process. This doesn't need to be something on a grand scale. What do we need to accomplish from this individual? Let's simplify that and provide them with tasks that we just need them to accomplish and stay within that realm, and then everything goes well. All I'm trying to do is tell you Bobby just needs guidelines. He needs to be helped along the way. I do think if he was giving guidelines, I think he would perform better, in my opinion. I think if he was giving guidelines. Maybe that child thing was a little too harsh, but y'all get what I'm saying. We not scared of y'all either. Y'all free throw merchants. Y'all, we ain't worried about y'all OKC Thunder. We move the needle over here. OKC don't move the needle. Y'all the champions and don't nobody even care about y'all like that. The league don't love y'all like that. The league don't love y'all like that. They don't love y'all like that. Knock it off. Knock it off. Y'all superstar. Nobody respect like that because he a free throw merchant and he arches his back. 0. Get him out of here. Knock it off. You ain't never seen Giannis flop. You ain't never seen Giannis arch his back to get a call. You've never seen him act to get a call. Knock it off. Knock it off. Real men play basketball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Matter of fact, the Bucks don't do that at all. Now that I think about it, yeah, OKC, I perceive y'all OKC Thunder as sweet. Now, I perceive y'all as being sweet. Now, how about that? What up, Travis? Rollins is going to start, Ryan Love. Ryan Rollins and KPJ need to start. That's it. They need to start, in my opinion. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bleacher, I'm going to tap you in 1 second, bro. Let me just get through a couple more comments. Yeah, they might. Right. The Celtics might get bounced in the first round. He doing all this big talk. The Celtics ain't like that either, to keep it real. Y'all ain't like that. Y'all are not like that. What up, Lance Vangs? Salute. Yes, hey, Sterling Sharp, yeah, absolutely. And Marcus Johnson, congratulations to Marcus Johnson. He's a Hall of Fame finalist. So shout out to that, congratulations. Oh, for no reason, shout out to Bobby Portis and his performance in the three-point contest. Oh, why would you even shame yourself like that and enter something like that? That was insane. We'll get y'all up out of there. We're gonna get y'all out of there. OKC ain't like that. You remember we whooped y'all in the cup? We just whooped y'all recently. To be honest, we got a good record against OKC. I'm just saying. Boom. ALOL said AJ Green should come off the bench. Yeah, I think so. Like, that's what I'm saying, in small spurts and see how it goes. That's all I'm saying with AJ Green. And if he's on a heater, let him keep playing. If not, pull him back just because of his defensive liability. I'm just saying, we just gotta have real conversation. I know a lot of us got love for AJ Green, but we just gotta, keep it real. Just we gotta keep it tall around here. Hey, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Like I said, Bobby just need guidelines. That's it. Bobby just need guidelines. Let me tap in, Bleach. Bobby get some guidelines. He's straight. That's it. He just need to get it together. Hold on 1 second. What up, Bleacher? The VP in the building. What's good?
So what you want to talk about?
So just talk about, really, talked a little bit about the I didn't really talk about it that much. The All-Star game, just made fun of Bobby, his performance. If you want to get into that, and just the optimism with the Milwaukee Bucks after the acquisitions and the little winner streak we've been on, and how things are trending in the right direction. And then as far as now, we're looking even past the play-in, because I think this current roster is definitely better than a play-in team. And I do feel like, depending how things go health-wise and things of that nature, that this team could be a 7th seed. You know what I mean? When the smoke clears. And all we want, I'm just saying, all we wanted is a team that could compete. And if we couldn't compete, that's why we were saying tank and blow it up. But if after these moves, it's looking like we can compete and it can extend the longevity of Giannis's career, maybe a little less wear and tear with more star power here, it's going to be, for the best.
Yeah,
Go
my bad.
Go ahead.
But yeah, what I wanted to say, yeah, it was, after the trade was done. I mean, not the trade, but they got a couple players. And they got the trades. They picked up Cam Thomas right away. I was like, whoa, we all was like, wait a minute. Then they got the kid from OKC, and then you bring up the guy that was playing against them.
And you know what's so crazy about the Cam Thomas? Remember how many people was in the comment section like, sign him. We got to get him. I just didn't think Horst would be that bold. But the fan base was calling for as soon as he got cut. I got to give friends and family their credit. Bucks Nation. I'm talking about, so he's like, that's exactly what we need. I can't remember everybody's name because it was a whole lot of y'all because we the smartest people in the building. And went for Horst to do that and seize that. And see that opportunity and seize that opportunity is completely changed our direction. We were going in reverse. We got to make up some ground because we was going in reverse. But now we got new tires, interior done, got an oil change, transmission flush. We ready to go.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to give the Bucks credit because, this whole weekend with the All-Star game and see Hiller was Adam Silver said in the press conference, I'm looking hip side eye like, where was this talk when everybody talking about the Bucks trading Giannis?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they wanted to get him out of Milwaukee. And now he's talking about he didn't want teams tanking. He want them still competing. He find a couple of teams still tanking, but he can't change it. Then he's talking about, well, it's not happening. But he said that if this continues, then we can look at even the option of taking away, like destroying the NBA draft. I'm like, are you nuts? And then try to have it like a free agency. I'm like, that's even worse. You might as well hand New York, the Lakers, like all the big markets championship because that was pretty much.
He know he can't do that. You gotta look past the smoke screen. Or you gotta go around the screens. What he's saying is these are threats. What he's doing it on a grand scale to let them know if y'all keep playing, I'ma spank y'all and it's gonna be like this and then everybody gonna be mad. Quit playing with me. Y'all playing in my face like my sister always say. Y'all playing in my face. Y'all playing in my face. Y'all playing in my face. So I think that was more of a threat versus things that he's going to do. He's just saying, knock it off. Otherwise, if I do this, then y'all really going to be mad. So quit playing with me. That's the way I took it, which is why he went so far in that explanation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then, like, you look what the Bucks did. They ain't even try to tank. They're not even trying to lose. That was the thing. That was the thing that was, like, funny to me. I'm like, they ain't even trying to lose games. They're trying to win. They just can't buy a win. And for them to finally try to figure it out and see Giannis on the sidelines just.
1 second before I forget, too. Hold on 1 second. You're right, Moose. Shout out to the homie Dieng. Always a buck for winning the 3-point contest. Shout out to Dollar. We can't forget. He won a 3-point contest when he was here. Shout out to Dame. And a All-Star Game MVP. We act like he didn't do nothing here. He accomplished a lot. Shout out to Dame Dollar. Go ahead, Bleacher. Shout out Dame Dollar.
I never wanted him out of here. And everybody, get him out of here. He's that dude. Treat him away. I'm like.
But that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother. But I mean, you're right. And I just think that, what the Bucks are doing now, and I'm really excited for the kid that came from OKC.
Ousmane Dieng, yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know how OKC let him go. I don't know if there's too many players on that team that they.
It's too many players, bro. Like they got so much. Look at how they're competing without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. I will never call him J-Dub. He ain't done enough for me to get no nickname. Get him out of here. But they have so much talent on that team and are so deep, and they got so many draft picks. They would be wasting the talent. When you're so talent rich, sometimes you just gotta let some of the pieces go because you don't have enough room. You know what I'm saying? It just is what you got all the money in the world. Your garage is only so big. You can only put so many exotic cars in the garage at once. And some you just got. I just don't have no more room.
You know what? You know what that player reminds me of that was back in the half, but we never got him. Carol Ware.
Yeah. No, Kel Ware's more of a center. I don't want to say that. Kel Ware is a center though. He like 7 feet maybe. I think that's a difference. He would be a center. He would be like a Miles replacement. We would have never needed Miles Turner had we got him. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I think Dieng just being a good big small forward at 6'9" will really help us, and he's already shown great value on the boards as far as rebounding, and he can also stretch the defense from 3. That's why I'm saying, and keep it real with AJ Green, because the reason we want AJ Green out there starting is to make teams respect the 3. I think Dieng is good enough, and he has more individual talent that teams will respect that even more than they respect AJ Green, because he brings a lot more to the table. That's the real reason, if y'all want to know. He can shoot threes plus take it to the hoop. He can score on all 3 levels. Why am I going to put a one-trick pony in the starting lineup when I got a Swiss Army knife and can play some defense? It makes no sense. I really think if the Bucks are serious, they got to put Dieng at the 3. And then you're bringing Kuzma off the bench, too. Like, we should have a strong second unit. If they listen to friends and family. And I'm telling y'all, don't worry about the views and subs and all of that. I'm telling y'all, I promise to y'all, Scouts honor the right people watch this podcast. That's why I be talking crazy like we move the needle over here, because we do for real. If you go back and look at timelines when things are said by the public versus when they're said here, well in advance. Let me tap in Scales too. Scales about to tap in. Hold on, Scales. What up, Scales?
Yo,
What
what's
up?
good?
What up?
I thought I'd come on here at night when there ain't no game or nothing and just
Right,
talk hoops with y'all. I don't get
That's
to
the
do that
whole
often
point.
with the brothers.
You're
You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right. I'm gonna try to do
when I
that
got the
more
notification,
often.
because I get the notification to my phone anytime you have any activity
You're
on the
right.
tube. So it came right to my phone. I'm like, let me get on here with the brothers. What's
You're
good
right.
though?
Oh man, cool. And just the optimism now. I'm like, we need another live before
Hey,
I was like, it's just a different energy now.
now y'all, I'll be on the net like you, so I've been combing basketball circles and
Right.
basketball conversations on Twitter. Ooh, they talking really different about them
Not the
Bucks
Bucks,
now, dog.
bro.
The temperature is different in the room. That's crazy. And I think it really shocked the league and a lot of people who follow the game, because of the moves that Horse made was so
Yes.
sneaky and under the table. But if you follow our team, those are the only moves that's been working for us lately. Like, we can't win in the draft. We can't really win in free agency. It's always us getting somebody throwaway, or like the Dieng guy is literally a product of OKC can't pay anybody else. So that kid's gonna be looking for some money in a little while, because he can hoop. He's a 3-and-D-er. You got to pay those guys. So OKC got to cut their losses. You know what I mean? I heard they might even lose Dort this offseason because they don't have money to pay people. Oh, dang, it just popped on the screen. Okay. But yeah,
that's why I did that. Right.
Shout out to Mr.
414.
Shout out to the homie. But yeah, I heard they might lose him this, and he's the glue guy to that entire team over there. So it's just, that's how I be. But I just think it's crazy that, timing, Bleacher. I just think it's crazy that them 2 little moves in a 5-game winning streak have people talking totally different now. Like, and then it's also because Giannis did what Mr. Cool and people like Bshack been asking him to do, and that was put his flag in the sand and like, yo, I love this team. I'm not going anywhere. All-Star weekend, I watched all his interviews. He said the same thing every time they asked him about the Bucks. It's my team, my city. I'm not going nowhere. Next question. Like, and he was adamant about it the entire weekend. So I think with his temperament changing and then just what they seen on the floor, because the eyes don't lie, bro. What you saw was, for them to get here and jail that quickly is amazing to me. I already know Cam. Cam can kind of go anywhere and get a bucket. You give Cam some time and some space on the floor, he can score. But dang, I thought it was going to be, about 12, 15 games in, and we started looking at him, and we started looking at him like, and we start looking at him like, oh, okay, he got some upside.
Right.
I did not expect him to come right in against Pablo Banchero and these dudes and
Give him
get
work.
it and go and get buckets. I didn't expect that right away. You know what I mean? Not from him.
Right.
I knew about his upside. I knew about him when they drafted him. I was high on him in the draft. But you know, the foreign guys be a little shaky. Sometimes,
Right.
you know, the scouting report be a little too lucid.
Right.
And it don't really
That's a good
transfer
point.
over.
No, that's a
Yeah,
fair
but
point.
his actually transferred over. He just couldn't get no minutes in OKC. You know what I mean? Because there's four guys at his position already when he was drafted there.
Just to piggyback off what you're talking about, Dieng, I want to ask everyone this on panel. Shout out to South Florida's finest, Bshack. What up, brother? Appreciate you tapping in.
I spoke him up and he pulled
right,
up.
he pulled up. That's exactly what we were just talking about. He pulled up. So we're going back and forth with people in the chat. I think Dieng should start at the 3. I think it would help us defensively. I think it would help us on the boards. I think it would make us more dynamic. AJ Green, we love you. We've been there with you from the beginning. We saw your rise to ascension, but it's time to come off the bench, bro. You too limited. But you could help the second unit. Our second unit could be devastating.
It might be the best in the NBA.
It could be devastating.
It might be the best in the NBA, bro. It's nice. Especially with Jericho coming along in these last couple of weeks.
That's a good point, too. We haven't given him enough love. Yeah.
It's made it even deeper. And I mean, in my opinion, I thought he was the starting 3. I don't even know how that's the debate right now. I don't. He fits the mold
we giving
of what
AJ Green $10 million a year. That's what they gonna say.
Hey, it is what it is because Lil Homie is the quintessential of what you want at the 3-and-D in today's NBA.
Correct.
He is that completely. He's 6'9", mobile, good decisions with the ball, shoots the ball fluidly.
Right.
I don't know what else you want at that position. People were screaming for people like Michael Porter Jr. This kid is that.
That's true at a much cheaper price.
He's not as shot hungry as a Michael Porter Jr., but I'm saying he's that same 6'9", 6'10".
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's the same aesthetic. So I don't even understand why it's a question mark. To me, we paying Kuzma a lot of money and he come off the bench too. So I don't. Bobby getting the bag, he come off the bench too.
Scales,
so I don't
get the likes up.
You know what I mean? So I don't care about the money. I'm talking about who gonna hoop.
That's true.
That's who I want. You know what I mean?
But we do know that the financials do play a role.
It do. Yeah. I'm speaking as a basketball purist. I ain't even
I
talking
agree.
as a, you know what I mean, from the Bucks front office or whatever's going on. But as a basketball purist and just a fan of this team, he is Jesus in sandals. Yeah, he's Jesus in sandals. Even more than Cam Thomas is, to me, in my opinion. That kid is more valuable than anything that we got this entire time. Salute, Derek. More valuable because, like I said, we've never been able to get one of these. Everybody on these drafts, like y'all just talked about Khalil Ware and all these kids in these drafts that we missed on over these last couple of years.
This is our draft pick. This is our draft.
Yeah, we missed on the Jaden McDaniels and all them type of dudes. We missed on those guys. So this is our mulligan if you play golf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is our mulligan right here. So I'm thanking Sam Presti. Appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on 1 second before we go to Bshack. Hold on 1 second, Scale. What up, No Strays? Our favorite op. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. In the words of the great philosopher, Mr. Potato Head, legends don't leave, they pivot. Okay, man. Now you want to be philosophical now. Okay, bro.
It's cool.
That's all right.
It's cool.
Let's go.
My man got to be the pretty girl at the ball this weekend.
Right.
So the NBA was his. He was Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant this weekend of the whole weekend. It was his.
Right.
So that's all he wanted. So No Strays, he got what he wanted. You ain't got to worry about him going nowhere, brother.
He wanted the attention.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. He wanted some attention. That's it. And he got it. So there you go. He got to be the bell at the ball this weekend. All weekend.
Hopefully he relaxed now. But it's on you, Bshack. On you, Bshack. What you think about everything so far?
Where y'all want to start?
You go ahead. You pick it. This is open dialogue. We just chopping it up.
Listen, I mean, who should start? That's not the easiest question because the Bucks got so many options right now. I think you have to start. You got to start Miles Turner
Mhm.
next to Giannis. I think you have to start Dang or Jang.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think I agree, man. I mean, everyone's looking at Cam, man, but this is the real prize. And I agree with the assessment. This was our draft pick,
Mm-hmm.
so we shouldn't feel cheated if we
No.
don't get that high
Mhm.
draft pick. Now I heard one take, uh, someone who calls does a lot of Bucks
Mhm.
content said they felt like AJ Green had to start because his elite shooting. He understands to talk about his defense, but there's enough there could be enough of defense around him to cover him. But his elite shooting is going to make it so hard to key on anyone. I kind of understood that, but I just think that the Bucks can present such a incredibly well-rounded starting five where there no weakness is in it
Mhm.
as far as from a defensive standpoint. And then this same person wanted Rollins to start at point. Here's the problem with Rollins starting at point. He does not have point guard instincts.
At all.
And the mindset was, Giannis is going to be handling the ball.
No.
So
No,
you
that's
don't so
part of the
you
problem.
so you don't need Kevin Porter. But I'm like, if Giannis comes back and dominates the ball, some of those old problems are going to come back.
Yep.
The key to this team's success is really not being able to keep in on anyone, and just knowing that as you move the ball around, when it finds Giannis with his talent level, he should be able to exploit any defensive person who's in front of him. But it does not need to be in Giannis's hands and Giannis trying to make the decisions. I just think if you got Jang, who's a good, sort of a pretty good basketball IQ and passer, you got Kevin Porter, and if the AJ Green that showed up in OKC shows up,
That was a good
I've
AJ.
never seen him hit paint like that.
True.
He's back in
And
his natural position, fellas. He's
yeah,
playing
well,
two. That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
problem. He's back in his natural position.
Mm.
I don't
yeah.
mind him starting at the two. He doesn't need to start at the three, is the problem.
No,
Him
No,
starting
exactly.
at the two
okay.
is fine with me. And you bring Rollins
Exactly.
or KPJ. Well, I want KPJ
KPJ
starting at the
started,
one.
right.
But I
Yeah,
would bring Rollins off the bench. But I would start Green at the two with no problem. It's the three that
yeah,
I have a problem.
yeah.
Defensively, him starting at that and him getting his shots
He
off at that
undersized.
spot.
And he's
Yeah.
undersized.
So,
And he's
so I,
undersized.
so, so I would say perhaps since the team has been used to AJ Green starting, let him start at the two.
Mm-hmm.
But you got KPJ at the other at the one. You got Jang at the three. You got that's strong, man. That's really strong.
That's fair.
And I think the NBA's narratives are always late.
Yep.
They're not even peaking this right now.
Mm-mm.
That's fine because we can stick up on everyone. Don't talk about us. we gonna we're gonna see what y'all say in about 3 weeks. Okay, about this team. But Rollins, listen, someone said
It's
Steve.
egos.
It's that
Pron-
he doesn't need to
Pronto.
start, but it's his
No,
ego.
yeah, Rollins seems. I think Rollins is the one Giannis was talking about,
I think so too.
not passing and stuff. But still, you got in Bucks universe, they still don't. They still drinking all the Kool Aid, and not seeing they're blind to Rollins' flaws. I don't understand why. I think this chat got the most knowledge out of anyone out there. And
Hold on one
not that we
second,
don't want.
Bshack, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Dr. Smith, appreciate the 4.99 super chat salute. I'm gonna be in the building on Friday. The league can say what they want, but just spell my name right, cause I'm coming to dinner. You going to the New Orleans game? Okay,
All right,
all
all
right.
right.
Shout out to Dr. Smith. All right,
Represent for us, Dr.
right,
Smith.
represent. Oh, you be.
Yes, sir.
Now here's the only thing though. I love KPJ and Cam in at the same time. Like when they come
Mm,
off the bench because
They,
it was
they,
like one on one side of the court, one on the other,
it's a
and it was
lot.
like they were making quick decisions going um downhill. That's almost impossible to stop. So we can play around with it. We can stagger guys' minutes. We can try different combinations. And I'm sure with Doc ain't gonna stick with one starting lineup.
No.
So but coming out the break, we know Giannis is probably gonna be back on Friday. He basically said I can play right now at the All-Star
Now,
game.
yeah.
He just needed to check off some stuff. There's so much to talk about, man. Jan for that interview with Malika, which during All-Star break they had an extremely cut up version. It wasn't even what it when they started, like today they played like mostly the full version of it. The more they reveal, the more I think the Bucks fans need to be a little worried. Um,
Oh,
because
oh.
because basically what he was saying, he made it very clear. He wants to be with the Bucks, but he doesn't want to be with them if that means he can't get a championship. That's basically what he said, which is kind of what he said, but he's plain out saying if the Bucks ain't good enough, I'm gone. That's what he's saying. So, but I think the Bucks have a chance to show him because with the talent we have right now, in the summer we could flip that for
Yep,
some. Like
exactly.
they're talking about possibly Kawhi Leonard
Winner. Yeah,
could be
I
on the
know.
table. And
what?
if and, and listen, Kawhi Leonard is just an upgrade from Chris Middleton. That's basically what that is. The mid range master. Uh, but he just on another level as far as being on a defensive end and just what he did in that All-Star game, y'all, wasn't even fair. I mean, I was like, what in the world's gotten into him? But
Healthy.
I heard he's been on one
Healthy.
for the
Yep.
last
It's
He-
health.
several weeks.
Healthy.
Yeah, healthy. I'll say so. You
Healthy.
know what? I've said for years, and it sounds crazy sometimes. If I was building a franchise and I could guarantee that Kawhi had good knees, I could guarantee that he has good knees. I'd take him over LeBron. Let me tell
I
you
was
why.
not I was not surprised on Sunday by that at all. When that
At
dude is
all. If
locked
you know
in,
Kawhi, yeah,
he
when
can
he
do
lock
that,
in,
bro. He
he
can
could
do
take
that.
over. He's so
Yeah.
efficient. He could just
Yep.
take over. And I know y'all, I'm biased about LeBron, but if you just look at their game, complete game, offensively, that dude has no flaws. He shoots free throws at a high. We never forget. I know this is veering off topic, but I just want to give Kawhi his flowers. Kawhi
hmm
has gone 50, 40, and 90 as a small forward.
That's
LeBron will
why
never do nothing like that in his life,
no.
not even on 2K.
And to your point, that's why I like Bshack's comparison between him
Mm,
and Middleton,
mm,
because it is a tougher, stronger, more shot hungry Middleton. That's
mm,
really what it is. That's
mm,
all. It's the same makeup though. It's the same mid range game. It's the
mm.
same put you on my back, Michael Jordan
Right.
fadeaway game. It's the same game, and
Mm-hmm.
that's efficient at that size.
Correct.
When your midi is efficient, bro, you're gonna shoot 50, 40, 90.
Yeah, that's
When your
true.
midi is efficient, you know what I mean? So that's Kevin Durant. That's what you're going to do. You're going to shoot those numbers when your midi is efficient. Middleton went 50, 40, 92 seasons in a row here.
That is true,
So that's
right?
what I'm
Because of the
saying.
midi,
So
right?
because of his
Yeah.
midi, that's what I'm saying. The midi
You
going to set
know,
all of that up for you. Cam
you know,
Thomas is just shot hungry, but he has the same shot recipe to shoot those kind
yeah,
of numbers. He's just shot hungry, and he's undersized. Like if he was 6'8", oh, he'd be just like Kawhi Leonard. But because he's 6'3", it's harder, you know what I mean, for him to get
Right.
shots and looks. that he could get, but it's the same thing. His midi is what sets up everything for Cam Thomas.
But what I do like about Cam Thomas, I don't think we're mentioning enough. That I'm gonna get your take, Bleacher. Is I believe what I like to see from Cam, he puts pressure on the rim. We don't have a lot of players besides Giannis to put pressure on the rim. When you see Cam Thomas, he's coming down. He's coming at you. He doesn't settle. He is coming at you. We need more players like the last game. He had 7 free throws. He's getting to the line, putting pressure on the rim. We need more of that. And I really want to give him credit on it. He's just not shooting threes and settling for jumpers. He is taking it to the cup, and we need more of that. We definitely need more of that. Then we'll go to Bleacher, then let's spin the block. Go ahead, Bleacher, on you.
Well, just remember that last game. The look that Giannis gave him after that game. He just looked at him like, okay, finally, somebody
Right.
got me. He looked at him like, about time I seen this. It's like I seen that man in the last cause we've been shout out to Bucks Nation. Shout out to this chat. We stuck
Salute, Dr.
in
Smith.
there. We stuck in there or the hardest time losing and games. We're venting all that. We stuck to it, and now look at them. People can talk crazy about us right now. We still in it. We still in it. We got about 40 games left. Anything can
Right.
happen. Think about it, Giannis is even already out of the MVP race. It don't matter anymore. It don't matter about that. It don't matter about the All NBA team. That's on Adam Silver pretty much. Bshack, I want to ask you a question about that. What do you think about what Adam Silver has been talking about? Me and Amber just talked about it. What's your take about what the commissioner was saying about the state of the league? Because the Bucks did everything they could to stay competing, and they still was like getting loose here and there, but they never showed about tanking. But the league, they've been trying to tank, and now it just look bad on them. So, what do you thought about the whole situation and him threatening, like, if they keep playing with me, I'm gonna just take away the NBA draft? What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's Johnny come lately trying to be like his former boss, Stern.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been soft all this time.
There you
Now
go.
he's trying to buff up now. But Stern, man, had ran, he used intimidation, man. People didn't play with Stern.
Right.
And as far as the Bucks have been really a model organization, man.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, they literally could have actively started to tank.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they have a superstar that is really not going to allow it.
Yeah, it appears that way. Yeah.
He's not going to allow it. I believe the pressure Giannis is putting on the organization is preventing them from tanking. He wants to be part of a winning team. He doesn't want to be part of a losing coach.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want that to be anywhere near the organization. And I think based on what we've seen, I don't think the Bucks should try to tank
No, not no.
because the draft is deep enough. You can still get a good player. And we always say we got Dieng, so and then we're in a pretty good cap situation come summertime. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't know what Giannis is, but right now it's what happens between now and
The end of
the
the year.
rest of the season
Mm-hmm.
to show if the Bucks can show Giannis, we can make a push and we can play.
How is everything
ma-
going with
And we can play like possibly like 600 ball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get crazy like
Right. 6 out of
um
10 is fair.
yeah, if we could play on that level, I think that's enough for him to get to the end of the season and see what they do in the playoffs. But I think that's going to be enough for the Giannis to say, okay, I'm listening. I'm listening now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
open. What can y'all flip? What move can we make to get another killer in here? I think that's what's going to take to keep him. I don't think this team as constructed is going to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to get another killer in there. I think that's what he really wants because he kind of feels like it. He's Michael. He got Tito and Randy, and
Yeah.
and Jermaine and
He
all
need his
them.
real Pippen again. He need a true Pippen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what he needs, man. And listen, I don't know if y'all touched on this, man, but they've been talking a lot about this face of the league thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's crazy how they never even bring Giannis's name up. But
They
I
don't
went back
want
and watched an old, the show, the jump used to be on with Rachel
Mm-hmm.
Nichols,
Yeah.
and they did a whole feature on the fact, quoting Giannis. Giannis says that I don't care about being the face of the league. You can leave that for this person, that person. I just want to be with my family, whatever. And I think that was a strong signal from Giannis right after he won the championship that I don't want it. But here's what I believe. I believe Giannis has matured. Giannis has learned how to separate his private from his public life. And I think that Giannis has said that then, would not say that now. In fact, when you look at him at the All-Star game, I mean, between him and Ant, man, I mean, those are the two personalities
Mm-hmm.
carrying the All-Star game. And now here's the part that y'all they might get at me on this one. I think part of Giannis possibly wanting to go to a market that has more eyeballs or is bigger. I think part of it is, yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind being the face now.
Mm-hmm.
And but I still believe he could have been the face from Milwaukee if he really wanted at the time, because he was hot when he came off the
Right.
championship.
Right.
But when you put
I
all the signals out like I don't want it, I want to hot like Tim Duncan when I retire, all this type of stuff.
I kind of agree with your sentiment on that because he made a comment when Luca got traded about Europeans being in big markets and being the face of the NBA. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think his tune has changed with that. I think FIBA ball, I think a lot of that has played a role in how his attitude is about being the face. I think the European guys do have a chip on their shoulder, and none of them really have the personality outside of Luca and Giannis to really be the faces of the
Mm-hmm.
NBA. You get what I'm saying? Like Joker don't want it. Shay's really he's really like a recluse. He's not really like a outgoing guy like that.
Right.
Like he's kind of chill. You know what I'm saying? So it's Giannis and Luca are the only ones that kind of like got
But I don't think Luca.
personality
I
and
don't think Luca. I don't think. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you what Stephen A. said today, which I agree with. One of the things Stephen A. said. One of the things people want to see as far as the face of the game, they want to see somebody who, when they don't win, they either angry or they're in tears. They're upset. They want to see somebody that cares, somebody who's going
Mm-hmm.
to play both sides of the ball.
mhm.
And Luca, man, Luca don't even play defense, man.
No,
He,
I
he
was
got
just
he
giving
got
another.
he got kind of looks in the game, but he don't got that thing in him. Giannis got all of that, man.
No,
Giannis
I
got the
agree with you
thing.
on that. I was just using him, Bshack, as
Yeah,
an example of what Giannis's point was
Right.
about them being
yeah,
the faces of the NBA now. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't know if he wants to do it outside of Milwaukee, but he definitely wants to be the face of the
He would be
league right now
perfect.
because
He's got it
it's
all.
Right.
yeah,
He
I
gonna
mean
have a
LeBron's
checker
about to
pass,
leave.
family man.
He's got it
Giannis about to
all,
leave,
man.
Curry about to leave. So
Right.
it's wide open right now. You know what I mean? For him. So
Yeah, man. As far as Kieran, dude, fighting folks after the Pacer games, man, running out the balls in the in
Right.
the runway. I mean, But I got one rant, man.
Before you go,
I
hold on
hope
1 second, Bshack. Before you go on a rant, I just gotta let No Strays get his work out here. No Strays, appreciate the 4.99 super chat, our favorite op. Let's talk numbers. The Bucks currently in 13th place with 50% of the roster of player options. Giannis about the Euro step. Come on. Hey, while you talking, hey, Jaylen Brown might Euro step from y'all. I don't know if y'all can afford Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You better, it's some kinks in y'all armor over there too, sir. Pay attention. I'm focused. I see what's going on. On you, Bshack. Then we
But
gonna
let me
spin
let
the
me just
block.
let me just get this off. I want to say all the fans of the chat, anyone that watches this, I want to start a new campaign. Do not vote for Joker anymore for the All-Star game.
Oh,
Joker's a bum, man. Joker has been back for 6 or 7 games, and he's gonna get to the All-Star game and play like 4 or 5 minutes and sit down the rest of the. Joker's a bum, man. He even said
Yeah.
press conference beforehand about, are y'all gonna play? He was like, I'm gonna play the same way I always play. He don't care, man. Do not send that man to the All-Star game if he don't care. Wemby out there, man, going nuts.
Right.
And him and Luca, man, just like, we don't care. Don't send them to the All-Star game. If they don't care, don't send them, man. And also, Carl Anthony Towns is a bum too,
Oh
because
yeah.
he missed like 2 or 3 defensive assignments in the All-Star game, man. That cost them. And he
But
is
that's why they want to
trash
move him
on
from the Knicks.
defense.
That's why they want to move him from the Knicks.
yeah, that's exactly why they want him out of there.
His 22-10 is fraudulent. It looked good on paper, but it's fraudulent.
And
It was a
going
bad
crazy.
move to get him anyway because he was a Thibodeau guy. So you shouldn't have got Cat if you didn't plan on keeping Thibodeau long term. That's some front office mistakes up there. He was a Thibodeau only wanted Cat because he was the one who got the best years out of Cat in Minnesota, right? So he wanted Cat. Like, oh, give me Cat with this team. I got these Villanova dudes in New York. We can do it. All I need is Cat, right? Thibodeau can control Cat. He can get the best out of Cat. Once Tibbs left, yeah, who's gonna make Cat play defense? Mike Woodson? He not gonna make Cat move them big puppies.
Nah.
He not. Thibodeau would though. Thibodeau would tell Cat, you don't move them big puppies, you gonna come sit next to me.
You mean Michael Brown? Mike Brown.
Mike
I mean
Brown.
Mike Brown or whatever
Same
buddy
thing.
name is in New York right now. But I'm just
Same
saying he's
thing,
not
right.
a defensive. He's not a defensive first guy. He's a good coach,
Right.
but that's not his moniker to make superstars play defense. If you play for Thibodeau, I don't care if you Derrick Rose, you're gonna play defense, or else you're not
Right.
gonna play.
Oh,
So that's
you're
what
a
I'm
fat-
saying. That
You're a Fat Joe said about Mike Brown. He's like, man, I sat next to the bench, Nick's bench. He's too nice to be Nick's coach. He be chumming up the players and being all.
he a Doc
all
Rivers kind of dude.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers kind of dude.
he was like,
He a Doc kind of dude.
Fat Joe said, I don't feel comfortable him being the coach, man. He got
To say something like that is wild. I don't feel comfortable.
But that's how New York fans want they coach though, and
Right.
they players. Like it's a certain type of, you know what I mean, that you gotta
Edge.
have to be the coach in New York. Like,
Right, certain
Pat
edge.
Riley and
and
Thibodeau,
even Van Gundy
our
got
guy's
even,
rough.
even Van Gundy had an edge to him. You know what I mean? So yeah.
But
for real.
the chat is interested in you continuing your conversation here, Bshack, about the All-Star game. Like, say why Bshack 100 about Luca and Joker not competing.
They countries don't vote him in, no.
No, you can go, but just bench him. Just like where you don't play. And just put an alternate in if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, they always gonna put the stats to be there, but they do not want to play. They don't want to play. They don't care about it. And
is that why the All-Star game ain't important? Because there's too many European players in the league right now? Is that what's going on?
Well, Kevin Durant called them out. Kevin Durant said, "Oh, y'all want to come for us, but y'all not saying nothing about
Nothing to them.
Luka
Yeah,
and Joker."
exactly.
Now I feel kind of uncomfortable defending Kevin Durant right
Me
now.
too, but
It's Kevin Durant wilding out, man, on this team, having the burner accounts, man.
Right.
That's the stuff he's saying out there.
Wilding out.
Dude.
Man, I listen, whatever they said the Rockets going to do, whatever my prediction was, whatever it was, I'm bringing it down like 2-3 notches, because he done said dudes on his own team were trash. On those burner accounts, man. Kevin Durant is man, something's wrong with him, man.
How old is he?
He
Man.
got some undeveloped characteristics of a man or something.
It's
Man.
very simple. He wasn't raised with a father figure, so he wild out a little bit from time to time. It's the simple. It's simple. I'm just, unfortunately, I'm just keeping it $1.
And
You
he's
know what
and he
I'm
now and to his point, he's a spoiled NBA superstar now.
yeah.
So now you got a monster on your hands.
It just is what it is with dude. But that's crazy. That's crazy.
You already got a reputation for isolating yourself and your team.
Yeah.
And and now you throwing all your teammates you ever played with almost under the bus.
Crazy.
And you at the All-Star game in your phone like
In your
on the
phone.
court looking crazy, man. So I'm like, come on, man, you need a girl or something, man.
Yeah, that's the other. He said he ain't dating while he in the NBA to focus on his
I'm
game
a
and
suspect, man. A
yeah.
suspect.
I'll just say
A
with that,
suspect.
he don't believe in brushing his hair. He say he
I ain't
take
gonna
a
do the I ain't
shower.
gonna do the Fred Sanford. I just go like this.
He said he takes showers every other day. Maybe he go 2 days without a shower. Kevin Durant is on a different type of time. I'm not gonna judge him. Everybody do their own thing.
He don't
But
take a
he
shower.
will, yeah. He would even he's like, what do you mean? I was like,
Mm.
bro, y'all can look that up. That's no lie.
Yeah,
That's
no, that's
verbatim.
facts.
I
That's
heard
He
I
facts.
heard
said.
that.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my.
He
when
said.
somebody tell you something like that, they're on a completely different type of time. A completely different type of time. Cause what else are you doing if that's what you saying? What else is behind the curtain?
Is Kevin Durant is this version of Baby Boy?
No, Kevin Durant is just the an enigma. He's just a
Yep.
question mark. You just
Yep.
don't know what
Yep.
he's doing. He's the
Yep.
enigma. He's a walking enigma. All the talent in the world, everything, but he just makes poor decisions at the
And
wrong time.
He's a
this one
big
thing I
mama's
believe
boy
in.
too.
I believe in. He's a mama's boy too. But this one thing I believe in about life, though, right? Like when people put out wrong narratives about people, if we live long enough and be around long enough, those things come full circle, and you get the real story. So all these years, we thought Westbrook was the bad teammate. Remember?
Oh
That's true.
It's
Ooh.
Durant. If you
oh
look
man,
at everywhere Durant's been, bro, only place he won was where it was perfect at. Anybody would have won in Golden State. If you can score 25 points against Andrew Wiggins won in Golden State. So there's anybody can win
Yo.
with what they built in Golden State. They can plug people in there and pull them out. It don't matter. You're gonna win there. So I don't give him no kudos for that. Look at all the other places he's been. Is he really a leader like that? Is he really that
No.
guy like that for real? When you
No.
think about it, just reflect on it. Take the numbers away and the fanfare and how good his game looked, and just is he really that dude as
No.
leading a franchise and being accountable? Like I don't know if he's that guy.
Oh, damn. We done lost Scales in the middle of the rant. Damn, Scales.
damn man.
Hey,
mean,
tap
no,
back
man.
in, Scales. Damn, we lost the homie. Hold on, let me move these around till the homie come back. Hold on 1 second.
Well, damn.
Yeah, that was crazy. Hold on 1
Yeah,
second. Let me
man,
move this
he was on
around.
a roll too,
Yeah,
man.
he
Oh,
was. Hold on.
man.
Yeah, tap back in. But let's start with you, Bleacher. Then we'll go to Bshack and see if Scales tap back in. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Well, yeah. It's just I'm gonna go pay off what you were saying about Kevin Durant. It just, look what Kevin Durant been doing. And what Giannis done in this time here, that's why we just look at, that's why we so passionate about Giannis being here because he won a championship with guys that we really knew that was side pieces. Not to disrespect them, but they wasn't superstars. And then what Kevin Durant doing, he just going any other team. Like he went to the Golden State, didn't really do that much there, and then wanted more credit. He wanted the credit. He didn't get it. He gets mad. It was Steph Curry's team. It was all the way it was.
Let me just say something here, just in a small pushback to defend KD a little bit. Just we have to understand there was a Harriet Tubman moment that happened that allowed KD to feel comfortable enough to do what he's doing. This way of thinking and team hopping was started by LeBron James. He was the one that held the flag for that and allowed other players to do that without feeling like they would be persecuted. It was LeBron James. He got belt to bottom and said, you know what? That's enough. Let me go down here to Sensei Wade. Let him show me the way of the senpai. And then I'm going to leave him soon as his knees go bad. I'm going to leave him in the dust and then go back home and then create Voltron at home. That's what made Kevin Durant feel okay. We got to look at the source. what is that? What is the origin? And the origin for what Kevin Durant is doing is LeBron James. He just makes poor social media decisions. They do the same exact thing if we're keeping it
I
real.
don't think I don't think he's that great of a locker room guy, bro. From
I
the way
agree.
No, he's
these things
not.
are looking, and when you look at them teams that he been on, like Draymond hates Kevin Durant.
Right.
Like they won, he's the only guy that they won rings with that he don't rock with, bro.
Right.
Besides Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole and Kevin Durant. Everybody else that been through there, Andrew Bogut, name them. If you've been through there and you won a ring with the Warriors, you still his homie. Them two people, he don't want to hear nothing about Kevin. Don't even bring up Kevin Durant in front of Draymond Green.
Yo,
Like that's what I'm saying. So go ahead.
You know what he called Russell Westbrook? He called him a
Cocaine bear.
triple-double cocaine bear.
bear.
That's funny.
I mean, what you trying to say, man?
He's saying he
I mean,
100 miles an
that's some
hour
sort of
Jack
street
rap.
lingo I don't know about.
He's saying he play at 100 miles per hour.
Miles
just,
an hour.
Yeah, it ain't no all gas, no brakes. So it don't look
Okay.
elegant like if you were to see Jason Kidd get a triple double. It's gonna look, the visual is gonna be different than somebody just looking like Speedy Gonzalez just running up and down like
I
there's
mean,
no
that-
fluid. Yeah, that I'm not saying it's right, but that's just what he's saying. I don't want to veer too much. I'm gonna have to do a live where we just have some regular, just general sports talk.
Yeah, because before we get out of here, I need y'all to help me with this. How far are we out of like a playoff window?
We're the 13th right now, and I feel like
Okay.
we'll be like Bshack was saying. We play 60% basketball. We should be a 7th seed.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think we
really
should-
worried. Like, if you get the effort they was given the last couple games, I'm not really worried. Like it was with the beginning of the season was brutal. Like
Some of my real basketball purists said you don't want to play the Bucks at 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a healthy Giannis with this roster at 6 or 7 in the first round. Like I feel like Doc Rivers is the only person that could trick that.
I
No,
said I
for
feel
real,
like we have a roster good enough to get out the first round. I'm not saying further than that.
No, I ain't
Let
saying
it-
championship or none of that. Yeah,
But we have a team good enough to get out the first
or give
round.
somebody a good fight in the first round for
Right.
real. Take it down to the wire again.
We're
know what I mean?
We're tied in the loss column with the Hawks, who are 10th. That's a playing spot.
Yeah.
And we're 3 games behind them in the win column. We can make that up.
That's what I'm
easily.
saying. We're straight. I'm not even thinking about playing. I'm thinking 7-6 seed to be honest.
Okay.
The East ain't like that. This is like the
No, it
LeBron,
ain't.
this is like the LeBron James era of the Eastern Conference. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So it's gonna be interesting though. Let's get last words to start with Bleacher, then we go Ed with Scales. Go ahead, Bleacher.
Well, my last word is pretty much one thing you did hear about. I want to defend you, Amber, because even they said something about he didn't like all the podcasters and they twirl their thumbs and get opinion because they don't have their own opinion. I mean, they're not credentially having their own opinion, which cap, you're wrong, and we supposed to be here. Like Amber, you've been here. And you've been you give everybody a platform. So for all that stuff been going on, I don't like hearing nobody talk crazy about somebody that he don't even know. So F off with that. So but other than that, the Bucks right now, I'm just proud of this community that we just stuck in there. Like we could have just said we're done with the season. I ain't watching no more.
Right.
But it was like we kept talking about it because we're so passionate about this team. And we know how big it is for Giannis to be here. And we know how big it is for this team to continue to try to get better. And I will give John Horst his flowers. He cannot draft a lick. Right. But this Houdini.
Right.
Houdini and guys that can just play. So I give him all the credit in the world against Cam Thomas and the other guy. I keep forgetting his name. But that boy can play.
Ousmane Jane, we gotta respect because he gonna be the one that really changed or moved the needle with his size.
But this, the look. I just remember all I'm thinking about the look on their faces after that last couple of games. They were just hyped up. They're standing up like let's go. Let's get this going. And it's like it's nothing else mattering anymore. You don't have to worry about no NP anymore. Ain't nothing on the line.
Right.
All it's thinking about is getting to the playoffs. have some pride. Oh, I'm still going to playoffs. I don't care.
Right.
So I thank the team for doing that. So that's all I gotta go from now until Friday, and I
That's
can't
it.
wait.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Let me get this. Shout out to you, Robert DeBerry. Appreciate you subbing. On you, Bshack, that we'll go to scales.
Yeah, man. I think moving forward, man, the tough decision will have to be, who's going to lose some playing time.
Yep,
And
the
I
rotation.
think we've got to play Pete Nance more. And I really think that Bobby Portis, they need to start planning for life after Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Kuzma and Bobby, I think
Both are
between those
expendable.
two, I think those two, I think you gotta take them. You gotta look at, okay, is Kuzma hot tonight?
Mm-hmm.
He's got good energy. We roll with him. If Bobby comes off the bench and he bricks 2 or 3 shots, that's it for you tonight, buddy. Because you can't not gonna bring us up no defense. So I think you gotta see some of those guys lose some playing time. Okay. Other than that, man, I think the Bucks are in good shape. I think we can make a nice push, a nice run.
Agreed.
Um, and I think they need to lean into Dieng, because here's what I see. I mean, you watch it and you see glimpses. He likes he likes handling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he got a chance to handle the ball. See, some guys, it's almost like a hot potato. They can't wait to get the ball out their hands. No, he likes handling the ball, and he handled the ball
See what I was saying that before. Yep.
in close quarters. He went behind his back a few
Mhm.
times. Whenever a guy feels comfortable handling the ball with defenders close to them, they got more in their bag if you let it out. Also, I want to see him. I want to see them tell him to try to get downhill more, because I want to. I saw a couple of dunks he had
Salute
in
mechanical
the
engineer.
on the highlights. So I think I want them to really start to encourage him to show it all. I want to see what we got in this dude, man.
Agreed.
And I think we got a lot in him, man. So it's exciting, man. It's really exciting, because we don't. It's like having a new package,
Yeah.
you
Right.
keep opening it up, and then it's like, oh, there's another box. Oh, there's another box. Oh, there's another box.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
No, I'm with you on that. Salute. Appreciate you, Bshack. On you,
Yeah.
Scales.
I think Cam Thomas and KPJ are gonna KPJ's already showing it that he can facilitate and get his teammates involved. I think Cam Thomas has a point to prove. Every
Mm.
interview, if you watch every interview, they be like, "Yeah, you can fill it up." He was like, "Yeah, but he always says, yeah, but I can do more." When we get off of here,
Mm.
Mara, I'll send you a clip from
Absolutely.
Instagram where I seen an
Okay.
interview where that was the sound bite from the interview where a guy who was defending him, that's a Nets fan,
Mm-hmm.
who was defending Cam Thomas. Like, see, he's already saying, and he had a couple of clips from the OKC and Orlando game where he passed up some shots and got AJ Green an open look. And
Mm.
you see what I'm saying? Things like that. So I think he's going to be more of a creator than people think. And I
Mm.
don't think the ball's going to stick as much as it will when Giannis comes back, that people are predicting it is.
Mm.
I don't think so, because if you look at the open shots that these guys have gotten in these last couple games without Giannis being there, the ball is popping, bruh. That's why Pete Nance has to play, just
Facts.
because he knows how to move the rock. Like, he not only do he move his feet on defense, but on the offensive end, his IQ is so high, bro. It's one of the highest on the roster.
I want to say
Like,
it is the
it might
highest
be in
low
the
key. Oh,
Hey,
Scales, come on, bro. What is going on with the homie Scales? Oh, Scales, I'm gonna get Scales a minute here.
Hey, the
check it out.
ball moves. The ball moves with Jeremy Sims too.
Oh, Jericho Sims. Yeah,
Jericho
yeah, yeah.
Sims.
Yeah, agreed,
It moves
agreed.
a whole lot more than he doesn't bring Bobby scoring, but the team operates a lot better as far as their movement, as far as their cutting, as far as their energy. With Jericho
I keep getting
Sims,
phone
doesn't
calls,
with
man. My
Bobby.
bad.
It's all good. We almost out of here anyway, Scales. I know what
Those
it
out
is.
here.
But go ahead. Hold on one second, Beach. I'm gonna come back to you. But go ahead, Scales, and finish your
No,
statement.
that was just
Okay.
really my point. I just, because even about working Giannis back into what we got going on.
Right.
I think that's the key component that he has to look at, is that the ball is popping right now. That's my problem when Bobby Portis get in the game. Even Miles Turner moves the ball, because in Indiana you had to move the ball.
Right.
So he doesn't hold the ball either. He makes quick decisions. Either he's going to shoot it or he going to pass it. He not doing it. Bobby's the only guy who will catch it, do that back down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look people off and all of that. That he's the only problem to me right now, because I don't have a problem with Kyle Kuzma because he puts pressure on the rim. You know what I mean?
And Scales, Jared, I got you. When you
Go ahead.
when you jumped off for a
no
second,
strays for real.
I was saying, I'm betting people realize it or not, Jericho Sims moves the ball at a high level.
See, none of those guys have back to the basket games, so they're rim runners. So they don't have the when Jericho scores, he doesn't need the ball in his hands like Bobby Portis does. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We watched him score 15 the other night and didn't even realize he had 15 until the game was over, because he doesn't need the ball in his hands.
Right.
When Bobby gets 15, you know he had 15 because he done had the ball 30 minutes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. And I think I'm with Bshack on, you need to start creating the exit strategy for Bobby Portis. Like, what is going to be the heir to his role? Who's going to take that place? Who's going to fill that void? It's time to start grooming that guy. You get what I'm saying? Or at least be looking for that guy if he's not on the roster right now. You need to be starting to make a plan, because his style of play doesn't match with the players that we have right now. It doesn't.
Nope.
It don't. He holds the ball too long.
Nope.
No,
So
I agree.
that's really, with me, I think the key essential to the second part of this is defense and ball movement. I think if the Bucks are elite at both of those things, I think they'll be fine.
Man, salute. Appreciate you. Yeah. So, hey, we spinning the block again Friday against the Pelicans, and I think that's a winnable game. And I think we win that, it's going to be some real belief in the locker room, and I really think it's going to get the mojo start. Go ahead.
Scales, Rich Versace is gone from the Packers.
Really?
Oh, the special teams.
The Lord, he's gone. They getting rid of everybody.
Hey, the NFL don't play, bro. Especially with special teams, they'll get you up out of here. Remember Bostic in the Super Bowl?
Right.
Oh,
got him out of here.
You up out of here. They don't play that in the NFL. You make one mistake on special teams, you gone, brother.
Right.
You might as well clean out your locker tonight.
Right.
For real.
We got to toss a
football. Tonight.
We got to make another pod and just toss some football. All right, I got some plans. We going to talk, y'all. All right. Appreciate you, Bleacher. Appreciate you, Bshack. I'm hollering at you, too. You already know. All right, Scales.
It's always a pleasure,
all right, bro. Go. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Man, panel was outstanding today. Shout out to y'all. Let me get this going here. Man, so much good energy in the chat right now. Let me type Brandon in before we get up out of here, y'all. Hold on a second. What up, Brandon?
What up? I think you're really playing. Similar to y'all, I agree with Bshack. Daniel, you. Hey, one thing I got with the guy. So, I think I agree with y'all saying about this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talk about thinking, blowing up, all that. Now I think that I'm starting to believe in the team again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say too much.
Right, we got to give it a little time.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much because y'all got to talk.
Yeah.
So, I think.
Oh, Brandon, you got too much going on over there, Brandon. Yo, let me get this on. All right, Brandon. Hey, your kids, your wife at you, somebody on your helmet, brother. I don't even want you to get in them type of problems. They come looking for me. All right, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Another excellent live. Shout out to everyone that was on the panel. Really great conversation and content. And then let me know, y'all, too, if y'all like to see us do some more podcasts, just talking general NBA and general NFL outside of Bucks, outside of Packers. Because I think some good conversations are to be had there, too. So y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about that. because it was fun roasting KD. I ain't gonna even lie, and I love throwing shots at LeBron James whenever I get a chance. Y'all already know how I give it up. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe. This is the most electrifying content on YouTube. Do you not see the community? Do you not see the engagement? What are you doing if you haven't subbed? What are you doing if you haven't hit the like button? Come on. Come on. Lock in, y'all. Lock in. We're going to spin the block again Friday against the Pelicans, and we're going to talk about another win, an excellent performance by the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. We just got done talking about the ascension of the Milwaukee Bucks in the second half of the season. What you got to say, no strays. We coming for everybody. Now what? We with all the smoke. Gone.